I think Albert Schweitzer, the late Albert Schweitzer, said, I heard the church bells ring, then I heard the voice of God.
Yeah.
I was in Lubbock, Texas last year,
Painting, by the way.
and I was at Denny's right across from the motel there, having coffee at 5:30 in the morning. I stepped outside for a cigarette, and I heard this clop of boots coming down the sidewalk, going to the lobby. What caught me was the boots and the whistle. I mean, that was a whistle that stopped in your tracks. That was one happy man. The whole world needs to be that way. I'd like to call upon Larry. He's been around for years. He used to come in a motorcycle to our events in Cache, Oklahoma. He's played flute at Adobe Walls, and he's played flute, a very good flute player. So, Larry, I want you to come up and do some flute for us. And you can say what you want to say.
If I can get out of the chair. Oh. Old knees, what can I say? There's a story about the flute, and this type of flute is called a love flute because the young men, if they were interested in a girl, in the evening they would go outside her daddy's teepee and they would play a love song to her. And if the daddy came to the teepee flap and said, "Get out of here," then he knew it wasn't interested. But if he said, "Leave," and he would just wait. And pretty soon the girl would slip out from behind the flap and come and join him, and they'd go someplace else to play the flute. And so it was a way of courting that respected family and the fact that a whole family of generations would live in the same room. And yet it also let Daddy keep face. And I think it's kind of neat. So that's the story of the flutes. I've got another story that's a Christian story that I might tell another time if given the opportunity about how flutes represent spirituality. So I will do that. So let's see, what should I play? I'm 1/8 Comanche or Kiowa, they don't know which, but I like to claim the Comanche side because my family lived at the east end of the Palo Duro Canyon, and there's a Bible entry that says, John Smiley, born such and such, John marries Natty Greer, she dies, Alice Greer is born, and then his second wife dies, but there's no entry about the marriage. Well, he was a regimental surgeon with the Texas Rangers, but he was also a Presbyterian missionary who had left Dime Box and moved to the Panhandle because he felt called to minister to the Native Americans who lived there. And I think had members of his congregation, and I'll use that term very lightly, had come to him with medical issues, he would have treated them just like he would have treated the soldiers who were trying to kill him. And had they been aware of his situation with his wife dying, particularly if he was older, they would have then made sure that he had a younger partner to take care of him. In other words, they would have given him another wife. And she usually would be a younger person. And I think that's who died, because in the Texas Ranger book, it just says she was a dark-complected woman of short stature with black hair, black eyes, dark skin, when she died at age 84. And it was against the law in Texas for a white man to be married to a Native American. He would have lost his commission and everything else, but I think it shows his integrity in that he was faithful to his military duties, but he was also faithful to people. And he had compassion. and he was good at what he did, and both sides respected that. So it's all about coming together in respect. Little story I didn't plan on telling, but I think it's good for something like this. The next one is about a little bird sitting on a tree limb. And the little bird is sitting on a tree limb over a pond. And the little bird falls in the water. The little bird falls in the water. And I don't know what the last two words mean. Maybe you can help me with it. It's one his mother sung. Okanu itamana makwetoha nani kada tukike paimutse.
That was my brother's song, yes.
Yes.
Very good.
And that's Moyaki.